We are nearing the end of November. Today is November 21st and we have 9 days until we reach December, the season to be jolly. And if you guys saw my last video on what I read realistically in a week in the life of a D1 student athlete, you saw that I actually didn't get to read as much as I wanted. This month, I have only fully read 2 books, which was The Prison Healer and The Grim Effect. And I started Iron Flame. I'm halfway through, but it took me so long just to get halfway through. I still have like 300 pages to go. So I decided, what better way to motivate myself to read more than what I can currently right now than to challenge myself to read at least 10 books by the end of November. Last month in my monthly reading wrap for October, I read 12 books, I believe. We are not even half of that. We are at 2.5, and that's really, really bad. But good thing this week I'm on Thanksgiving break and the rest of the month should be smooth sailing. So I'm really, really hoping that I grind out as much books as possible during this week. I have a whole little mini TBR lined up for me. Knowing this book, I'm gonna need something to cleanse myself, something a little bit more shorter, because are you kidding me? 600 pages literally makes me want to cry. And hopefully I'll reach my goal of 10 books by this month, or I won't. But I guess that's going to be something we're gonna find out in today's video. I'm back in my humble abode. I actually just came back from a game. Now I'm gonna do my nightly reading. I'm actually halfway through. I'm actually on the last chapter before part 2. 2 parts, which makes me also so annoyed because why does it take me this long to read? Let me see when I started this book. I don't even want to look at it because I'm like, why? November 12th. That was 9 days ago. But still a long time. Like, that's a week. Can't even say that I hope to finish this book because it's just so unlikely. Don't even ask me what time it is right now. Oh my god. We're gonna be doing my nightly reading. I wonder if I can do a cool transition to this. Let's get into it. I just finished Iron Flame. Holy crap. The feelings I felt reading towards the end of this book remind me of The Prison Healer. At least the second book in general is more like politics heavy and more just like plot heavy, which is like the same as the first book but just like more politics heavy. So obviously the climax was happening in the last like 10 chapters. Oh my god, literal tears, like literal, just like so intense. Holy crap, I jaw slacked the entire time reading the last 10 chapters. I can't. All I can say is that I am not ready for that third book because that third book is going to kill me. Miss Rebecca Yaros. Right now, this is giving a 4.5 star rating. I will say the buildup was quite the buildup. There was a lot that had to be discussed throughout the book that took a lot of the book. Whenever the action came, it was worth the wait because it was so action-packed and intense and you just wanted to keep reading it. But honestly, I didn't really mind all like the buildup and like the slow parts because once you get to the parts in the book, it just all makes sense and it's just like mind-blowing. That takes us to 3 out of the 10 books. The next book we're gonna be reading, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I did actually watch the movie. It was honestly so amazing. It was honestly so good that I want to immediately start reading this because I just want it to all make sense. I want to know more of Coriolanus and his inner monologue because I feel like we can get so much more from the book. And this is gonna another roller coaster of emotions. Hello. Why is that over 500 pages? I was hoping for a quick read. Hopefully I can get through this book faster because I feel like Suzanne Collins has writing that will get me to get through this book fast. And I'm hoping so for the rest of her trilogy because those are also next. I just finished The Battle of Songbirds and Snakes. Oh my god, I read it in like one day. That's honestly amazing. This book went by so much faster as I expected and it felt so good. To be reading for like 30 minutes and already being a good like 30 pages in. That was a nice change of pace after reading Iron Flame because oh my god, Iron Flame was so hard to get through just because the words were yay small. It was also nice finally knowing his inner monologue in the book because you don't really see that in the movie. I don't know if I would have preferred or wished that I read the book before the movie because I didn't mind either way. I ultimately think that he loved Lucy, but he loved power more. His thoughts and values just like progressively twisted more throughout the book, and literally page 2 when I saw like the warning signs already, I was like, but I cannot forgive this man still. Even though they made him so fine in the movie, I cannot forgive this man for what he did to my beloved characters, in which I cannot say out loud because Stephanie is right next to me and she only watched the first movie. If you ever come to watch this movie, just remember what he did. Remember what Snow did. She hasn't watched the rest of the movies. I ultimately give this book a 4-star. It was really interesting to see Snow's like upbringing, like how he became the president he became in the actual trilogy. Suzanne Collins did a freaking awesome job, and I think she should write Hamish's Hunger Games and Phoenix because I would love to see their Hunger Games books. It took her a decade to write this book, and I would wait another decade for another one. Give us what we want. Honestly, the movie was still absolutely amazing, and I do believe that they did everything in their power to really bring this book to life. Snow's character and his upbringing. I think you should read the book, and I think you should definitely watch the movie because honestly the Hunger Games adaptations of the books are all good. With that being said, I'm finally gonna go on to the actual trilogy of the Hunger Games, starting with the first book. I read this in middle school and now I'm rereading it. After reading 600 pages worth of a book that is Iron Flame, it makes the Hunger Games look like light work. Even the ballad was 500 pages, but this is 374. This is going to be actual light work for me. Today is November 26th. Yesterday, when it was November 25th on a Saturday, I had a cheer clinic that was literally the entire day and went to see my friend before she leaves again for Texas. So now we're here. I am still working on the Hunger Games. You see, it's 12:50 a.m. right now. I really need to finish this book and start catching fire and finish tomorrow and read Mockingjay and finish it that next day so I can stay on schedule. But because I literally was out all day yesterday, it really sets me back a little bit, and it's already like late and I'm already like tired and I'm like sick, and I hate that I'm like sick and tired. That's a very dangerous combination when you're a reader. The games are just starting. We're gonna see how much I read tonight and hopefully finish. The last time I updated you guys was last night, the 25th. Tonight, it's actually 11:11. Oh my god, make a wish. It's the 26th. I just got home after just a long day of going out with my fam. But during the entire day, while I was just in the car, killing the time, I finished the Hunger Games and I gave it a 4-star. And I started catching fire on my phone because I knew I was gonna finish the Hunger Games and I forgot to bring my camera and I forgot to bring catching fire. So I did start reading on my phone, and I actually grinded on this book. It's so crazy how fast I get through books when I'm reading them on my phone, especially with like a YA book like Catching Fire. I'm 76% in. I'm currently on chapter 21 out of 27. So I'm looking to finish tonight and start Mockingjay. As of right now, we are at 5 out of 10 so far. I'm loving Catching Fire. I loved the movie. That is my favorite movie out of the whole entire trilogy, or just like the series or franchise. I'm just eating it up. Peter just has so much more riz in these books. The movies don't do him actual justice. I was literally like, oh my god, Peter, hello, my name is. So let's finish Catching Fire tonight. Today is November 28th. Well, technically it's tonight because, oh no, I'm getting all my days mixed up because I keep reading so late at night. It's now technically Tuesday, November 28th. Yesterday, Monday, November 27th, I actually didn't really do much reading, but let me rewind a bit further. Last time I updated you guys, I was reading Catching Fire. I was just crazy because I binged this book within hours. Sunday, I never started Mockingjay that same night, and I didn't get to all day until tonight, last Tuesday. I don't know how to describe anything right now. I really should not be reading this late at night. When I got home from practice, I decided to listen to the audiobook of Mockingjay while I did stuff. I was hanging ornaments on the tree, I was showering, I was doing other things. So I'm on chapter 9 currently, and that takes us to page 123. If I really didn't want to sleep tonight, I could get through the entire book so I can technically stay on track. This would be my 7th book, and I would have to read 3 more in 2 days. Things are not looking too great anymore at this point. from my classes. It's almost 6 p.m. I got home just like about 15 minutes ago. I changed to something more comfortable because I'm going to be binging Night Shift for the rest of the night. I got to page 66, which is chapter 10. I thought I said chapter 2. I was like, no way, I only read 2 chapters. It's going by really fast. It really just gets right into it and I love it. It's such a fast-paced read, very drastically different from the rest of the books I've been reading that have been at least 374 pages, at least, minimum. So this is just refreshing and it's so cute and it's got me giggling in the library. I was in like a little like pod. It's just like a rom-com. It's just like a cute romance book. College setting, the typical sports romance. She's a bookworm, he's the D1 basketball captain. Oh my god. How could I not eat this up? I think this was the first basketball sports romance I've read, like ever actually, because technically this started off on Wattpad. But I'm rereading it now as it's published for real, eating this up as the little cute romance that it is. I finished Night Shift. Yay! I rated this a 4.25, a solid good 4.25. I ate this up, guys. Like, are you serious? If you guys know Annie Crown, if you guys know Night Shift from Wattpad of like 2021, you are the OGs. I picked this back up again once it got published. And I just finished it like 20 minutes ago. I binged this, so bingeable, 300 pages, easy. The chapters are like relatively short and I just kept turning the page. For a contemporary romance, I ate it up. And if you just wanted something cute and fun, this is the book to go to. It's a perfect palette cleanser. It's got some cute quotes in here too. The dedication is for the daydreamers. The first sentence, I've always loved the libraries after dark. It's so full circle of her. The last sentence, I've always loved libraries after dark. Like, tell me that don't do something to you. Like, it's so good. I literally underlined this one quote. Maybe I shouldn't feel lonely during these long and quiet night shifts, but I don't. Not when I'm surrounded by books. Literally saying, I'm just reading quotes that I really like. It's self-sabotage, because if you can convince yourself you already know how it ends, then you get to walk away without having to actually be a real person and live your life. Also, I'm by my Christmas tree because I thought it was so Christmassy, and it's late November. I've been down since July. It's almost December, so I decided it'd be really cute and cozy and fun. Oh, this one line, ready? I'm always going to be a reader and I'm always going to be a romantic. And literally right before this too. The thing is, I don't read romance novels for the realism. I read them because they make me feel seen and heard as a woman. They've taught me who I am and what I want. Real, so real of you, Kendall Holiday. Happy holidays. This brings us to 8 out of the 10 books for the month of November. Today is November 29th. I have today and tomorrow to read 2 books. And if we're looking at my physical TBR, all the books are at least over 400 pages. I have practice tonight and tomorrow night. And so I found a bit of a loophole, which, will it be unfair of me? Maybe. But will it get me to my reading goal and make me feel accomplished and feel better about myself that I read 2 books, technically? Yeah. And so I thought about, I'm like, what are some books I haven't read? Perhaps novellas. So I don't know the debate or the controversy around whether or not novellas are counted as books. But you know what? If my Goodreads tells me that reading a novella brings me 1 book more closer to my reading goal for the year, then I'm counting it as a book. I read the Cruel Prince trilogy in the summer, and I've never read novellas. And there so happen to be 2 novellas, and conveniently I need 2 more books. I'm going to be reading those 2 novellas and counting them as books, okay? If you guys don't count novellas as books, please do for the sake of this video. So I'm gonna read them on my phone because I don't have them physically. The first novella is The Lost Sisters, in which I'm pretty sure this is about Taryn. I think she's the one that I don't like. I don't remember liking her that much. I don't remember liking her character. I'm pretty sure she did Jude dirty at one point. The second novella is How the King of Elfham Learned to Hate Stories. So we're gonna be reading Taryn and Cardan, and that'll bring me to 10 out of the 10 books. So yay, I'll feel a lot better, and I will update you guys as I go reading the novellas. It's actually past, it's actually 1 a.m. I can't even lie. It's November 30th, so technically it is the last day. I had practice tonight. I got back at 11:45-ish, and now I'm in bed. Earlier today before I went to practice, I finished reading the first novella, The Lost Sisters. I gave that a 3.5 just because it was a novella. It was really short. I mean, I got through that within like an hour. It was really just easy to just skim through. Suddenly I was finished. It was really interesting to see Taryn's POV. It was addressed to Jude, like kind of like in a letter, an explanation as to why she did what she did. But to be honest, I'm trying to like remember what she did, what really happened. I do remember vaguely what happened, but it's been a good couple of months since I last read the books. After reading that novella, it made me really want to reread it again because I binged it within like 4 days, that whole entire trilogy. I'm like, dang, I don't remember what happened in the middle of the second book. So that's gonna be on the radar probably like next year. Before I left for practice, I did start the second novella, How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories. So it's gonna be really interesting to see Cardan. I love Cardan. He's one of the book boyfriends. Oh my god, stop. She wants to fight monsters and she wants him for a lover, the same boy she fantasized about murdering. She likes nothing easy or safe or sure. Anyways, I'm gonna be reading now. We'll see how this night goes. Happy December 1st! This will wrap up today's video on the first day of December, Christmas month. And I thought, what better way to end this video than to do it in front of the tree. We achieved our goal of 10 books in the month of November. Wow, I didn't think I would do it in November. I started a little late, a little bit slow until things picked up. We finally made it. I was able to read 10 books and started an 11th. You guys will see what that book is. I want to do something a little different. There is this trend on TikTok that Rachel Catherine started, and it is with the silent book reviews. I thought that would be really fun. We're gonna go through the books in order in what I've read. That was really fun to make too. The sound reviews were killing me. I'm gonna include this in this little wrap up because I did start reading it last night because I was low-key spiraling. I was spiraling, I didn't know what else to do. I had to pick up a new book, and what more of a perfect book to get out of the spiral than to read Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Oh my god, it's about time. I literally read this up until like 2:30 a.m. I was just that invested. So good. Holy crap, I really did want to keep reading, but I was so tired. I was literally like dozing off. But oh my god, Kai and Peyton have already met. Oh my god, I'm so excited to continue reading this. I'm already in love with them. I'm already in love with Kai. But that sums up every book I read in November. The 10 books, my reading goal of this month, which makes me feel so much better. These are, besides the 2 novellas I don't physically have, are all the books I have read in November. We're just gonna keep Powerless on the stack just for the sake of the stack. This is just amazing. Oh my god, it looks so fun. So colorful. Yay! Read 10 books in November. Thank you for staying tuned, going on with my journey in these last couple days of November. It was really fun filming this video. Thank you for watching today's video, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.